Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It is 28th of June 2021, Monday. It is class 11th, subject education. Dear students, as you know, we are discussing primary education. We have discussed some of the points, some of the subtopics in this chapter, like meaning of primary education, need and importance of primary education, aims and objectives of primary education, and organization of and problems. We can see what are the problems of this primary education. Dear students, today our topic is the problems of this primary education have been already discussed with you, and today we will discuss it further as problems regarding qualitative improvement for organization of primary or elementary education and its solutions. How can we improve this primary education in our schools, in our habitations, and what are the problems that hamper the expansion of this stage of education. And we will also try to understand how we can overcome these hurdles, these problems. Dear students, the opening of new schools and increase in enrollment of pupils at the elementary stage are no doubt desirable, but this expansion must be linked with improvement in quality. What we need is to provide good education for every child. Quality is an end in itself. At present, schools have been provided, but they are ill equipped, under-housed, and understaffed. Just imagine the plight of students in an elementary school with a damaged building and a single teacher on a rainy day in winter. What will the teacher teach and what will the people learn? What can a teacher teach when he has to take the 3 or even 5 classes simultaneously? There is need of qualified teachers, adequate buildings, regular attendance, effective supervision, and careful administration of elementary schools. Hence, every effort should be made to improve quality along with an insistence of quantity. Although the expansion of facilities will continue to receive emphasis and a major share of the resources allocated for elementary education, the 10th and 12th plan proposes to lay much emphasis on improving the quality of instruction, particularly with a view to enhancing the efficiency and productivity of the schools. The students, the main problems for qualitative improvement of primary and elementary education can be: number first, narrow objectives. The objectives of elementary education have been very narrow. The main objective was training in 3 hours, reading, writing, and arithmetic. But now, the sphere of primary education is so vast that the 3 basic skills form only a fraction of the total program. These skills do not enable the child to develop his personal potentialities. The students, how can we overcome this problem, this narrow objective of the primary education? How can we replace it with broader objective? The students, broadening the objectives of the elementary education. The objectives of elementary education should be broadened. Besides knowledge, proper emphasis is to be given on the development of skills through handwork and craft, the development of community feeling through a program of community activities, the development of character, and in short, development of an all-round personality. It must draw out the potentialities of the child of body, mind, and soul, according to Mahatma Gandhi. Dear students, the second problem of this elementary education is problem of curriculum. The curriculum in elementary school is very much defective. It is heavy, bookish, unpsychological, and unattractive. It's one of the important causes of wastage and stagnation. Although the primary education has now been given the shape of basic education and the course of study has been changed accordingly, yet the implementation has not been satisfactory as it involves huge expenditure. Consequently, the desired success in this field has not so far been achieved. Dear students, how can we overcome this problem? How can we correct? How can we overhaul? How can we prepare this curriculum as per the aspirations of our schools, elementary schools? The traditional and universal, the traditional and unilateral course should be changed, and a local craft should be included in it so that it may become more interesting and helpful to children. Although this is one of the main features of basic education, yet till all the primary schools are not converted into basic ones, it will be desirable to include a local craft in the primary school. Social service programs and work experience must be included in the curriculum. Dear students, we have one more problem in this elementary at this elementary level. It is problem of inadequate methods of teaching. Generally, traditional methods of teaching are used. Teaching has become lifeless, dull, and boring for children. Children are passive receivers of instructions. Dear students, here we can improve this. We can modify. We can bring improvement in this field, in this area also. Modern methods of teaching should be used. The principle of activity and learning by doing is the watchword of all education. Use of audio-visual aids should be emphasized. Playway methods should be effectively used. Method of correlation should also be properly utilized. Dear students, we have one more problem in this primary education, that is problem of concerning teachers. Dear students, there is shortage of well qualified and well trained teachers in our elementary schools. Due to poor salaries, no highly qualified person likes to take up a teacher's job in elementary school. So far as urban areas are concerned, the shortage of teachers is not so acute due to other available resources for supplementing their income. But in rural and backward areas, where such avenues of supplementing income do not exist, the shortage of teachers is keenly felt. This problem is even more serious so far as lady teachers are concerned. Moreover, a majority of primary school teachers is matriculate only. Such teachers are unable to meet the need of children. Dear students, in our country today, in spite of all tall talk about education, we are actually encouraging the blind to lead the blind. Here we can improve, we can make improvements in this regard. Social and economic status of elementary school teachers should be improved. The salary to be given to an elementary school teacher should be enhanced. Advanced increment may be given to teachers for acquiring additional qualification. Free education and scholarships should be provided to the children. Medical and housing facilities should be provided to elementary school teachers. Posting and transfers should be made on a rational basis. As far as possible, husband and wife may be posted at the same station. The triple benefit scheme should be introduced. Under the scheme, the teacher gets the benefit of pension, provident fund, and insurance. Another improvement may be to make the profession of elementary school teachers more attractive is to provide adequate scope to elementary teachers for promotion to high grades. High cadres such as headmasters or BEOs, some proportion of seats should be reserved for them. Training facilities, in service education, special program for women teachers, improvement in professional training, problem of school buildings and equipment, and problem of admission are some of the other problems that come in the way of this primary education. We cannot move forward. These problems stop us, do not allow us to improve the standard of learning, teaching learning at primary stage. So we should look into this primary education seriously and try to remove all the hurdles in it so that we can educate our children more effectively and more successfully. Dear students, it is all for today, and tomorrow we will take up some other topic, inshallah. Till then, bye. Assalamu alaikum.